Hi students, now we are going to study about the next topic in the same lesson. External morphology of a rabbit. The shape of the rabbit is elongated and cylindrical body. Body is covered with fur, which serves to keep it warm. The body of the rabbit is divisible into the head, neck, trunk and tail. Head. Head is ovoid, flattened and bears a truncate snout. Truncate. Shortened by cutting off the top or the end. It contains mouth, external nerves, eyes, ears and vibrissae. Vibrissae means whiskers. The neck connects the head with the trunk. It helps to turn the head. The trunk is divisible into an anterior thorax and a posterior abdomen. The trunk bears two pairs of pentadactyl limbs. Penta, 5. Dactyl means digits. 5 digits. The tail is short. It is used to give signals to other rabbits in the event of danger. Mammary glands are modified glands of the skin. They secrete milk and help in nourishing young ones. The sweat glands and sebaceous glands helps to regulate the body temperature. Coelom, body cavity. Rabbit is a coelomate animal. The body is divisible into thoracic cavity and abdominal cavity, separated by transverse partition called diaphragm. Lungs and heart lie in the thoracic cavity, whereas abdominal cavity encloses digestive and urinogenital system. Next one, digestive system of rabbit. The digestive system includes the alimentary canal and the associated digestive glands. The alimentary canal consists of mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, cecum, large intestine and anus. The teeth are of heterodont type. As canines are absent, the gap between incisor and premolars are called diastema. It helps in mastication and chewing of food. Cecum is a thin-walled sac present in the junction of small intestine and large intestine. It contains a colony of special bacteria that helps in digestion of cellulose. The small intestine can easily absorb the nutrients. Large particles of indigestible fiber are formed into fecal droppings and excreted through anus. The digestive glands are salivary glands, gastric glands, liver, pancreas and intestinal glands. The secretion of digestive glands help in digestion of food in the alimentary canal. Next one, respiratory system. Respiration takes place by a pair of lungs. Each lung is enclosed by a double membranous pleura. The anterior part of the windpipe is larynx or voice box. The larynx leads into trachea or windpipe. The trachea divides into two branches called the bronchi, one entering into each lung and dividing into further branches called bronchioles, which end in alveoli. The respiratory event consists of inspiration and expiration, allowing exchange of gases. Inspiration is an active process while expiration is a passive process. Next one, circulatory system. First, the structure of heart. The heart is pear-shaped, lies in the thoracic cavity between the lungs. It is enclosed by a double-layered membrane, the pericardium. The heart is four-chambered with two auricles and two ventricles. Interauricular septum separates the two auricles. Inner ventricular septum separates the two ventricles. The right auriculo-ventricular aperture between right auricle and right ventricle guarded by tricuspid valve. The left auricle ventricular aperture between left auricle and left ventricle guarded by bicuspid valve or mitral valve. Right auricle receives deoxygenated blood through two precaval and one postcaval vein from all parts of the body. The left auricle receives oxygenated blood from the pulmonary veins from the lungs. The pulmonary artery arises from the right ventricle, carries the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. The systemic arc or aorta arises from the left ventricle, supplies oxygenated blood to all parts of the body. Next, nervous system. The nervous system in rabbit is formed of the central nervous system, peripheral nervous system and autonomic nervous system. Central nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord. Peripheral nervous system is formed of 12 pairs of cranial nerves and 37 pairs of spinal nerves. Next, autonomic nervous system comprises sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves. Brain is situated in the cranial cavity and covered by three membranes. They are outer dura mater, an inner pia mater and a middle arachnoid membrane. The brain is divided into forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Forebrain consists of a pair of olfactory lobes, cerebral hemisphere and diencephalon. The midbrain includes the optic lobes. The hindbrain consists of the cerebellum, pons and medulla oblongata. Urinogenital system. It comprises the urinary or excretory system and the genital or reproductive system. Therefore, they are usually described as urinogenital system in vertebrates. Excretory system. Each kidney is made of several nephrons. It separates the nitrogenous waste from blood and excretes it in the form of urea. From each kidney arises the ureters, which open posteriorly into the urinary bladder and leads into a thick-walled muscular duct called urethra. Next, reproductive system. The male and female sexes are separate and are morphologically different. The male reproductive system. The male reproductive system of rabbit consists of a pair of testes. Testes are enclosed by scrotal sacs in the abdominal cavity. Each testis consists of numerous fine tubules called seminiferous tubules. This network of tubules lead into a coiled tubule called epididymis, which lead into the sperm duct called vas deferens. The vas deferens join in the urethra just below the urinary bladder. The urethra runs backward and passes into the penis. There are three accessory glands, namely prostate gland, Cowper's gland and perineal gland. Their secretions are involved in reproduction. Female reproductive system. The female reproductive system of rabbit consists of a pair of ovaries. A pair of oviduct opens into the body cavity by a funnel-shaped opening from each side of the ovary. The anterior part of the oviduct is the fallopian tube. It leads to a wider tube called the uterus. The uterus join together to form a median tube called vagina. A pair of Cowper's gland and a perineal gland are the accessory glands present in the female reproductive system.